Enzo Ferrari was born on February 18, 1898, in Modena, Italy. His father owned a steam engine repair workshop, which sparked young Enzo's interest in mechanics. In 1916, his family suffered a tragedy. Both his father and older brother died from the Spanish flu. After serving in the army during World War I, Enzo became a test driver for Costruzioni Meccaniche Nazionali, CMN, and later joined Alfa Romeo in 1920, where he began his racing career. He competed in races, but retired from driving after the birth of his son Alfredo, Dino, in 1932, focusing instead on managing Alfa Romeo's racing team. In 1929, he founded Scuderia Ferrari, an independent racing team that prepared and maintained Alfa Romeo cars for private racers. By 1933, Scuderia had effectively become Alfa Romeo's factory racing team. In 1938, Alfa Romeo absorbed Scuderia Ferrari, and Enzo became the head of its racing division. However, due to disagreements, he left the company in 1939, signing a non-compete clause that barred him from using the Ferrari name on cars for 4 years. During the war, he founded Auto Avio Costruzioni and built the AAC 815, a prototype that can be considered Ferrari's predecessor. But the real breakthrough came after the war when, in 1947, the Ferrari 125S, the first car to bear the Ferrari name, was unveiled. In the 1950s, Ferrari achieved its first Formula One victory in 1951 with José Froilán González at the British GP. The 1956 season saw the tragic deaths of Alberto Ascari and Eugenio Castellati, two of Ferrari's top drivers. In 1957, the debut of the Ferrari 250 Testarossa marked one of the most successful race cars in history. The 1960s brought the introduction of the Ferrari 250 GTO in 1962, which is today one of the most expensive cars in the world, with prices exceeding $70 million. In 1963, Ford attempted to buy Ferrari, but Enzo backed out at the last minute, leading to the legendary Ford versus Ferrari rivalry. From 1966 to 1969, Ferrari lost to Ford at Le Mans 24 hours but staged a comeback in the 1970s. The 1970s were marked by financial struggles due to high racing costs, but in 1975, Niki Lauda secured Ferrari's first F1 championship in over a decade. Lauda left the team in 1977 after his near-fatal crash at the Nürburgring. In the 1980s, Michele Alboreto came close to winning the championship in 1984, and in 1985, the launch of the Ferrari Testarossa became an icon of the era. The F40 was unveiled in 1987, being the last car personally approved by Enzo. Enzo Ferrari died on August 14, 1988, at the age of 90. In the 1990s, Jean Todt took over as head of Scuderia Ferrari in 1993, and in 1996, Michael Schumacher joined, beginning an era of dominance with 5 consecutive F1 titles from 2000 to 2004. The 2000s saw the debut of the Ferrari Enzo hypercar in 2002, honoring the founder, and in 2007, Kimi Räikkönen delivered Ferrari's most recent F1 championship. The 2010s and 2020s included the introduction of the LaFerrari in 2013, the brand's first hybrid hypercar, and in 2015, Ferrari spun off from Fiat, becoming an independent company. In 2023, the announcement of the Ferrari Purosang marked the brand's first SUV, with a planned release of Ferrari's first all-electric car in 2025. Ferrari represents passion, innovation, and relentless ambition. From a small racing team to a global icon, the brand has weathered triumphs and setbacks, but remains a symbol of speed and luxury. Today, Ferrari is not just a car manufacturer, it is a legend on wheels.